Today we will go for proteins, another subchapter of proteins. Proteins are biomolecules in living system that is made up of nitrogenous organic compounds by condensation polymer chain of alpha amino acid are called proteins. Okay, proteins are biomolecules in living system made up of nitrogenous organic compounds by condensation polymer chain of alpha amino acids are called proteins. Okay, the definition, it is the proteins are biomolecules. Proteins are, it is having a biomolecules. Okay, in living system, proteins are biomolecules in living system is made up of living system is made up of nitrogenous organic compound by condensation polymer of alpha amino acids are called proteins. Okay, what is alpha amino acid? It is a condensation. You can tell it is having a, what are proteins means it is a condensation polymer chain of alpha amino acids are called proteins. Building block of amino acid. Building block of amino acid means the general formula of amino acid. Amino acid we are already discussed in previous chapter is amine chapter. NH2 is amine functional group. Carboxylic acid, COH is carboxylic acid. Here both the organic compound is containing, here the general formula of amino acid, here are CH, NH2, RCHNH2, COOH. Okay, this is the general examples of amino acid. This is the general formula of amino acid. The compound, this is a carbonyl compound. Here amino acid. Okay, amino acids means here amino acids. Amine functional group and carboxylic acid functional group is there. Okay, here n number of amino acid. It is having a 10,000, about 10,000 molecular mass. It is called, it is a proteins. Here the carbonyl compound is there. Next of the carboxylic acid in common system you have to pronounce is alpha. Next carbon is beta. Alpha position is a functional group is there. That is which functional group? Amine. That is a alpha position which contain amino. It is a prefix amino, alpha amino. This is acids. Okay, that is the general formula of alpha amino acid. Okay, here the examples I will take, it is having examples. If the R, instead of R I will take here H and CH2, here CH, NH2, here COOH. Okay, the name is, this is a one amino acid, the name is glycine. Or I will take here instead of R CS3, CH, COOH, and this is the alpha position is NH2. Okay, all compound is alpha amino acid. This is the name is alanine. The amino acid name. It is a 20 amino acids is there. Okay, different amino acids. Here the R means you are taken H means this is a amino acid. This is a glycine. Here instead of R, this is also another amino acid is alanine. Suppose here R is H is there means here optical inactive. This is optical active. Take here hydrogen is a 4 carbon is different. That is a chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon. If all amino acid is optical active compound except this is very important glycine. Which amino acid optical inactive? 1 marks they will ask question. You have to write is a glycine. Glycine means here listen here. Here 1 CH. I can write here H here above here H. Here same hydrogen symmetric carbon. This is a symmetric carbon not asymmetric. Suppose here CH3 NH2 COH hydrogen is there. 4 different atoms. The carbon containing 4 different atoms or group of atoms that is called as optical active carbon or chiral carbon. Here also the chiral carbon that is a optical active amino acid. All amino acid is optical active amino acid except one that is called as glycine. The glycine is optical inactive carbon. When if the optical active carbon is there means it will rotation is a dextrorotatory and leo-rotatory. If the all compounds it is having a D and L configuration, but here it is having a if the D and L configuration, but measure of amino acids or it is a L configuration, leo-rotatory. Measure of all amino acids, it is L configuration. I can write here carbon optical active carbon and here COOH, here general formula or carbonyl compound here NH2 is here left side. When the plane polarized light is past optical active carbon, it will rotate anti-clockwise. That is, it is having a L configuration. Measure of the compound it is having a L configuration. Okay, these are it is having a what are proteins? It is a proteins is a condensation polymer chain of alpha amino acids are called proteins. It is a biomolecules in the living systems made up of nitrogenous containing organic compounds by the condensation polymer of alpha amino acids are called proteins. Here the general formula of carbox, the proteins which contain amino acid, one amino acid which contain carboxylic functional group and amine functional group in one organic compound. 2 functional group is present in organic compounds. That's why they are called as amino acid. The alpha position is amine. It is having a prefix that is alpha amino acid. These are all it is having examples. Next we will go for classification of amino acid on the basis of synthesis, on the basis of structure, on the basis of acidic and basic behavior. Okay. Next we will go for the classification of proteins. Next we will go for classification of amino acid. Classification of amino acid on the basis of synthesis. First we will go for on the basis of amines and on the basis of amine and carboxylic acid functional group, on the basis of amine and carboxylic acid functional group. Okay, first one this is one, first one neutral amino acid. Neutral amino acid. Neutral amino acid. Second one acidic amino acid. acidic amino acids. And the third one, basic amino acid. Basic amino acids. Okay, first one will go for neutral amino acid. Okay, neutral amino acid, the amino acid which contain equal number of carboxylic group as well as amine functional group is called neutral amino group. Means here the carboxylic acid, it is equal number of, here the number of carboxylic acid is equals to number of carboxylic acid compounds is equals to number of amine functional groups. Number of amine functional groups is called neutral amino acid. Equal number of amine, glycine, you take it is having a glycine, one amine functional group is there, one carboxylic functional group is there. This is equal number of, you take it is having a alanine, if the alanine and glycine is there, alanine and glycine, it is a equal number of carboxylic acid and amine functional group is there, that is called as neutral amino acid. Okay, next we will go for acidic amino acid. Acidic amino acid is the carboxylic acid, number of carboxylic acid is higher than number of amine functional group. Means carboxylic acids is more than amine functional groups, that is called as acidic amino acid. Acidic amino acid. Acidic amino acid, you take here COOH, CH2, COOH, CH2, CH, here I can write here NH2, COOH. Listen here. Here one amine functional groups and two COH functional group is there. That is called as acidic amino acid. Okay. Next one, here basic amino acid means amino acid, number of amine functional group, number of amine functional group is greater than number of carboxylic group. This is a simple concept. Number of carboxylic group, that is called as number of, this is a number of amine functional group, it is a number of carboxylic functional group. Here this is a acidic, means 2 carboxylic acid is there. Basic means here NH2, here CH2, CH, NH2, COOH. Okay. Here NH2, CH2 means how many amine functional group is there? 2 amine functional group, means 2 amine functional group and 1 carboxylic, means amine is more. If the amine functional group is more, means it is a basicity. If carboxylic acid functional group is more, means it is a acidity. Acidic amino acid, basic amino acid, if the equal number means here equal number CH3, CH, NH2, COOH. 1 amine functional group and 1 carboxylic functional group. It is called as a neutral amino acid, basic amino acid and acidic amino acid. We'll go, these are all it is having a classification of amino acid on the basis of number of carboxylic acid and number of amine functional group. You take examples is a neutral amino acid means examples glycine, alanine. Acidic amino acid is examples is aspartic acid, glutamic acid, it is acidic amino acid, and you take it is having a basic amino acid means basic amino acid lysine is a basic amino acid, and examples is a arginine is a basic amino acid, and histidine is a basic amino acid. Listen here, neutral amino acid is alanine and glycine, acidic amino acid is aspartic acid, glutamic acid, and the basic amino acid is lysine and arginine and histidine, etc. Okay, these are all classification of amino acid. Next we will go for on the synthesis. Classification of amino acid on the synthesis means essential amino acid and non-essential amino acid. Okay, neutral amino acid examples is glycine, alanine, etc. Okay, acidic amino acid means aspartic acid, and glutamic acid, etc. Okay, basic amino acid means lysine, arginine, histidine. These are all it is etc. Okay. Here more than amine functional group. It is a amine functional group is more than carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid functional group is more than amine, that is acidic. Equal number of functional group amine as well as carboxylic acid, that is a neutral, acidic and basic. Next we will go for on the basis of synthesis. Okay, on the basis of synthesis, the first one essential amino acid. Essential amino acid. Essential amino acid means the amino acid which cannot be synthesized in our body. Okay, the amino acid which cannot be synthesized in our body, they must be obtained in diet. Okay, they must be obtained in diet, that is called as essential amino acid. Essential amino acid. Examples of essential amino acid is lysine, valine, arginine, etc. Okay, this is the essential amino acid which cannot be synthesized in our body. Okay, they must be obtained in diet systems, that is called as essential amino acid. Second one, non-essential amino acid. Non-essential amino acid. The amino acid which can be synthesized, the amino acid which can be synthesized in our body. which can be synthesized in our body, cannot be synthesized, it can be synthesized in our body, is called non-essential amino acid. Examples is glycine, alanine, aspartic acid, glutamic acid. These are non-essential amino acid. They will ask 2 marks question, what is essential and non-essential amino acids, or sometimes they are given the lysine is essential or non-essential amino acid. They will ask in entrance examination also. You should know it is having which one is essential and non-essential amino acid. Essential means cannot be synthesized. Non-essential means which can be synthesized in our body is called essential and non-essential amino acid. Okay. Next we will go for the amino acid is act as a acidic and as well as basic behavior, because the amino acid which contain amine functional group is there, it is a basic behavior. Carboxylic acid is there, that is the acidic behavior, but it is react with acid and base, both it is having a acidic as well as basic, that is called as amphoteric behavior. Next we will go for it is amphoteric behavior of amino acids. Students, these are all amino acids, total the 20 amino acids, essential and non-essential amino acids. Okay, let us go for one by one. Here the first amino acid is glycine. Glycine means we are using CH instead of H, or we are using hydrogen atom. Here NH2, CH2, COH, this is a glycine. Okay, this is a symbol is gly. Next another amino acid is alanine. Alanine is instead of R we are using general formula R CH NH2 COH. R means we are using CS3. This is a alanine. Its symbol is Ala. Next we will go for valine. Whatever here green is there, these are all it is having a essential amino acid, remaining are non-essential amino acid. Okay. Here valine, here instead of R this is a R CHNH2 COH. Here R means either it may be aliphatic or aromatic. The symbol is val. Next leucine. Leucine means here also neutral amino acid, one carboxylic group and one amine group, one carboxylic, one amine, one carboxylic, one amine. These are all it is having a neutral amino acids. Next isoleucine, here also structure of isoleucine, one amine and one COH group. Coming to arginine, this is arginine and lysine. Listen here, arginine and lysine is amino acid which contain one carboxylic acid and 2 NH2. This is the amine group is more than carboxylic acid. This is a basic amino acid. Basic amino acid. Arginine and lysine. Here NH2, but one COH is there. They will ask, name the basic amino acid. Lysine and arginine and also histidine we will study later. This is the basic amino acid. Next one coming to here the glutamic acid and aspartic acid. This is very very important. Here also glutamic acid and aspartic acid. Acid is there. This is a acidic amino acid. Carboxylic acid COOH, 2 carboxylic acid and 1 amino functional group, that is called as acidic amino acid. Here also 2 carboxylic acid, 1 amine. Here listen carefully, glutamic acid and aspartic acid both are it is having a acidic amino acid. This is a acidic amino acid. Arginine and lysine is a basic amino acid. Basic amino acid and acidic amino acid. Okay, let us go for these are all 9th amino acid. Next we will coming to here the 10th one, glutamine. The glutamine amino acid glutamine amino acid, here NH2CO amide functional group, NH2COCH2. Amide means this is not basic. This is also neutral amino acid. This is a glutamine. Next one, asparagine. Asparagine also it is amide functional group. This is also one of the amino acid is ASN symbol. This is a GLN. Next one is threonine. Threonine means it is a alcohol functional group. Here also same, this is also neutral amino acid. Neutral amino acid, the symbol is THR. Next coming to here serine. Serine amino acid also alcohol. Serine and threonine is alcohol functional group, but one is essential and non-essential amino acid. Here coming to the cysteine and methionine. This is a very important. Cysteine and methionine. Cysteine and methionine. The amino acid which contains sulfur atom. This is a very important. Which amino acid which contains sulfur atom? Listen here. SH, sulfur atom is there. Amino acid is OH. Here SH. Thiol, alcohol. Here thiol. The cysteine amino acid which contains sulfur atom. And thio means sulfur. Methionine, methine and thionine is there. Methionine, this is also same here. CHNH2COH is there, but the amino acid which contains sulfur atom. These two amino acid which contain sulfur atom. They will ask, this is also important, this is also important. 1 mark questions they will ask. Next one, phenylalanine. Here, listen here, CH, COH, NH2 is a fix. Here, compound here, methylalanine. Methyl means CH3, CHNH2. CH3, here one hydrogen is replaced by phenyl, phenylalanine. This is a aromatic, the amino acid which containing aromatic compound. Aromatic. Which one is a tyrosine and phenylalanine, the two amino acid which contain aromatic compounds. These two which contain sulfur atoms. Okay, this is the sulfur atoms. These two it is having arginine and lysine is basic. Glutamic acid and aspartic acid is acidic. And cysteine and methionine is which amino acid which contains sulfur atom. Next one is phenyl and tyrosine which contain benzene ring, that is called aromatic amino acid. Aliphatic amino acid and aromatic amino acid. Coming to here next one. Here tryptophan. Tryptophan is purine and pyrimidine. It is having a like heterocyclic compound. Heterocyclic compound. These three are which one? Tryptophan, histidine and proline. These are heterocyclic. Heterocyclic means the cyclic compound which containing other than carbon atom, that is called as heterocyclic. These compound, which one? Tryptophan, histidine and proline. This is structure which contain heterocyclic. Okay, these are all it is having very important. The proline structure is not there here. Proline it is covered here COOH. Here COOH and NH is there. This is the structure of proline. These are all it is having a amino acids, 20 amino acid which contain essential and non-essential amino acids. You should remember. I will revision another 2 amino acid is arginine and lysine. Arginine and lysine it is having a basic. Glutamic acid and aspartic acid is acidic. And which amino acid is optical inactive? Optical inactive amino acid is glycine. Glycine is only optical inactive amino acid, other all amino acid is optical active, and arginine and lysine is basic. Glutamic acid and aspartic acid is acidic amino acid. Next one, cysteine and methionine is sulfur atoms containing of amino acid, and phenylalanine and tyrosine is aromatic amino acid. Tryptophan, histidine and proline is heterocyclic containing amino acid. Okay, these are all it is having essential and non-essential amino acid. Next we will go for the what is deuterion, what is isoelectric pH and amphoteric behavior of amino acid. Next we will go for amphoteric behavior of amino acid. Amphoteric behavior means the amino acid is react with acid as well as base. That is called as amphoteric amino acid. The first one, it is acidic behavior. Acidic behavior of amino acids. The general formula of amino acid means here R, CH, COOH, NH2. Amino acid, acidic behavior means you have to use sodium hydroxide or sodium. It is used means sodium hydroxide. Means acidic behavior means acid is react with base to form sodium salt of amino acid. Here one molecule, here it is a COH, there means here elimination of water molecules. COONA, carboxylic acid is react with sodium hydroxide to form sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Here also amino acid is react with base to form sodium salt of amino acid. Sodium salt of amino acid. This is the indicates the behavior of acidic behavior. Next we will go for the basic behavior means amino acid is react with amino acid. Basic behavior means you have to react with acid. Acid means hydrochloric acid. Okay, this is the acidic behavior. Acid. Amino acid is react with hydrochloric. Ammonia is react with hydrochloric acid is ammonium chloride. Amine is react with hydrochloric acid to form ammonium chloride. This is also to form RCH, COOH. Here elimination of water. Here NH3 plus and Cl, or we can write NH2 and hydrochloride salt. This is a amino acid which contain hydrochloride salt or hydrochloric acid salt of amino acids. This is the amino acid which contain both amphoteric behavior. Okay, next one, what is deuterions? This is a 2 marks question. They will ask what is deuterion. Okay, the amino acids, the polarized form, the amino acid is form polarized. Dipole moment of amino acid, the protons is transferred from carboxylic acid to amine functional group in an aqueous solution is called deuterion. Means dipolar compounds, dipolar. The dipolars formed of amino acid, okay, Okay, dipolar formed of amino acid, the protons transform from carboxylic acid functional group to carboxylic acid functional group to amine functional group in an, this is very very important, in an aqueous solution. In an aqueous solution is called deuterion. The dipolar ion formed, the amino acid, the protons is transferred from carboxylic acid to amine functional group is in an aqueous solution is called deuterion. You take examples. Dipolar ion means in equilibrium reaction or CH, COOH, and here contain amine. This is the general formula of amino acid. Carboxylic acid and amine in an aqueous solution. Okay, the protons is transferred from carboxylic acid to amine functional group in an aqueous solution means here are CH, COO, protons is transferred from here. Here nitrogen which contain lone pair of electrons, it is a receive electrons, receive the protons, this is the receive, accept the protons, this is the lose the protons. Okay, when it is a lose the protons to charge is negative charge, when here accept the protons the charge is positive, here the positive charge and negative charge, that is called as deuterion. Deuterion. Listen carefully, what is deuterion? Right equation means the dipolar ion formed of amino acid, the protons is transferred from carboxylic acid to amine functional group in an aqueous solution, is called deuterion. You examples means this is a general formula. Sometimes they will ask, write the deuterion, take an examples of glycine. This is the general formula. Suppose they will ask the glycine means you have to use here instead of R. This is a glycine. When the glycine, it is a general formula of glycine. The protons is transferred from glycine means here you have to write the general formula H. This is the deuterion is taken an examples of glycine. General formula means you have to write R and R. Glycine means you have to write instead of R, you have to write H. This is the examples of deuterion for like glycine. Sometimes they will ask, write the deuterion, taken examples of alanine means you have to write here CH3, NH2COH means this is alanine, and here alanine means here also you have to write here CS. See, remaining all are same. Protons is transferred from carboxylic acid to amine functional group. This is the deuterion. They will ask 2 marks question. What is deuterion? Write equation. Okay, this is very very important, and it is acidic behavior as well as basic behavior. Okay, general formula means you have to write here R. Glycine means you have to write only hydrogen. Alanine means you have to write CH3. Okay, this is the deuterion. Okay, next we will go for isoelectric point. Next they will ask what is isoelectric point or isoelectric pH. The pH of the solution do not migrate towards anode or towards cathode in the influence of electric field in an aqueous solution is called isoelectric point. Listen here. What is isoelectric? pH. pH means it is the acidic and basic behavior. In amine functional group is there and carboxylic functional group is there. In ionic medium. In ionic medium means here pH of the solution. Definition is a pH of the solution do not migrate towards anode or towards cathode in the influence of electric field in an aqueous solution is called isoelectric pH or point. Or we can write a pH of the solution means it is aqueous solution, which is the amino acid does not move either to cathode or to the anode in aqueous solution in the influence of electric field is called as isoelectric pH or isoelectric point. Okay, this is the 1 marks question they will ask. What is isoelectric point? Next we will go for the structure of proteins. Out to the structure of proteins, and another one is called peptide bond. What is peptide bond? What is peptide bond and what is dipeptide? They will ask 2 marks question. What is dipeptide? What is peptide bond? Okay, peptide bond means you should know it is having an amino acid. Amino acid, the general formula of amino acid, here amino acid are CH. One compound which contain here carboxylic acid, another one here NH2 group. This is a one amino acid is react with another amino acid, same here also another amino acid R dash CH, COOH, and here NH2, okay. Between the two amino acid, one amino acid which contain carboxylic acid functional group, another amino acid which contain amine functional group, inter-elimination of water molecules, okay, inter-elimination of water molecules. The bond is called peptide bond. Here same I will write here NH2 CH or COOH, here CO, okay, CO, next NH, CO, NH, next CH, R dash, COOH. Okay, the bond is, this is a bond, peptide bond. This is a peptide. Inter-elimination of water molecules between the two monosaccharides. The linkage is called glycosidic linkage. Between the two amino acid, inter-elimination of water molecules. The linkage is called, that is a peptide linkage. Peptide linkage. The peptide linkage or peptide bond. CONH group, amide functional group is there. Amide, that is called as peptide. This is a peptide. Okay, peptide bond. If the two amino acid is there, two amino acid means we can write here dipeptide. This is what is dipeptide means between the two amino acid, inter-elimination of water molecules to form peptide bond. This is called dipeptide, 2 amino acid. If the 3 amino acid, tripeptide. If the 4 amino acid, tetrapeptide. It is a number of amino acid. Here it is a one amino acid and another amino acid. Inter-elimination of water molecules to form a peptide bond. to form peptide bond, that is called as dipeptide. If you take another one amino acid, here also inter-elimination of water molecules, it is a tripeptide. If you take another amino acid, it is a tetrapeptide. These are, it is having a peptide linkage. Okay, this is the peptide bond. How many peptide bond is present in dipeptide? Here dipeptide is there. How many peptide bond? Only one peptide bond and 2 amino acids. Next you go for tripeptide means you take another one amino acid, here another amino acid R dash CH COOH and here also NH2. Okay, here also inter-elimination of water molecules. Again here also one means here NH2 means inter-elimination of water molecules, here NH CH R dash COOH. This is called tripeptide. Tripeptide means here this is a tripeptide. Means tripeptide which contain how many peptide bond is there? 2 peptide bond. 2 peptide bond. In examination they will ask the pentapeptide, how many peptide bonds? 4 peptide bonds. Okay, these are the questions is arises. What are dipeptide? Write equation. Or how many peptide bond is there in tripeptide, pentapeptide? Insulin which contain a 51 amino acids. 51 amino acids is there insulin. Okay, these are the peptide bond and dipeptide bond. Okay, next if the tripeptide, if the 3 amino acid, if the 4 amino acid, again you add one more amino acid, one more inter-elimination of water molecules to form tetrapeptide. If you add another one amino acid, pentapeptide. If the 10 amino acids is called polypeptide. 10 amino acid which contain how many peptide bond? 9 peptide bond is there. That is, it is having a polypeptide. If you go for more than 100 amino acids, if the 100 amino acids is residues is called proteins. This is the structure of proteins. 100 amino acids are called, it is a proteins. Okay, next we will go for classification of proteins. Is a primary structure of proteins, secondary structure of proteins and tertiary quaternary structure of. We will go for classification of protein on the basis of molecular shape. On the basis of molecular shape, that is a fibrous protein and globular proteins. In examination they will ask what is difference between fibrous protein and globular proteins. Okay, and explain globulars and fibrous proteins. The first one, the fibrous protein, the amino acid, these proteins, these are thread-like structures. Thread-like structures, straight line, thread-like structure and held together hydrogen bond. Okay, the fibrous proteins, these proteins are thread-like structure, straight line thread-like structures and held together it is a hydrogen bond. And the globular proteins, these are the proteins, these are spherical or coil-like. Spherical, okay, these proteins are spherical and here the folded or coil, spherical or coil and folded like structure, folded like structures, that is the globular proteins. Next one, the fibrous proteins are insoluble in water. Insoluble in water. Fibrous proteins are insoluble in water. The globular proteins is freely soluble in water. Freely soluble in water. And the fibrous proteins examples is keratin and myosin. Keratin and myosin. And globular proteins examples is insulin and albumins. Insulin and albumin. Keratin, which is present in air, silk or wool. Which proteins is present in air? Keratin. Keratin is present in which place? Air, silk or wool. Okay, this is the important. And myosin, it is present in muscles. Okay, this is the proteins, one of the proteins. And here insulin and albumin. In examination they will ask 2 marks question. What is fibrous proteins and globular proteins, or write the difference between fibrous protein and globular. Fibrous means we can imagine it is having air is like a fibrous, it insoluble in water, and it is a straight line thread like structure. It is a straight line thread like structure, add together hydrogen bond, insoluble in water. It is a keratin is present in air, silk and wool. The myosin is present in muscles. These proteins are freely, it is a spherical coil and it is a folded like structures, and it is soluble in water, and insulin and albumin is examples of globular protein. This is the tertiary structure of proteins. Okay, these are, it is having a difference between fibrous protein and globular proteins. Next, another will go for the primary structure of proteins. Another classification is a primary structure of protein. Okay, second one, secondary structure of protein. Third one, tertiary structure of protein. Fourth one, quaternary structure of protein. This is the simple classification on the basis of structure, on the basis of molecular shape. On the basis of molecular shape means it is a fibrous protein and globular protein. On the basis of structure, out to formation of proteins. Okay, structure of proteins means here primary structure of proteins. Primary structure of proteins means you take it is having a amino acid. One amino acid is react with another amino acid. It is a dipeptide. Another amino acid tripeptide. Another amino acid tetrapeptide. Another amino acid pentapeptide. Straight line, it is a single like, it is a n number of amino acids. Okay, that is a primary structure of protein, means it is a straight line linear chain of peptide bond. The peptide bond formation, that is called as primary structure of proteins. N number of amino acid. It is a straight line, that is a primary structure. But secondary structure of proteins means it is a two types is there. One is alpha helix and beta plated. Alpha helix and beta plated means here the amino acid is fold like helicals, double helical structures where intermolecular hydrogen bond formation is there. That is the secondary structure of proteins. Here alpha helix means here coil like structures, carbonyl and amine group is form hydrogen bond, that is the intermolecular force hydrogen bond. Okay, here beta plated means here one molecule is parallelly another amino acid chain it will form. The beta plate, one peptide bond, another peptide bond, another peptide bond. One peptide bond which contain carbonyl compound, another peptide bond which contain NH functional group, intermolecular force, that is a hydrogen bond. It is like a plate like structures, that is a beta plated, this is a alpha helix. This is the secondary structure of proteins. Next one is tertiary structure of proteins. Tertiary structure of proteins is the secondary structure of proteins is a double helical structure. So you add one more peptide bond is entered to here, that is called as tertiary structure of proteins, globular proteins. This is the hydrophobic structures. It is a tertiary structure of proteins. Next one is quaternary structure of proteins, means if we add another one is a folded double helical structure is added another one. It is a quaternary structure. We will discuss the structure wise next one, the primary structure, secondary structure and tertiary and quaternary structure. Here primary structure means it is a primary structure of proteins, straight line. Secondary structure of proteins means this is a secondary structure of proteins, is a coil. This is a primary structure of proteins. This is a secondary structure of proteins. Okay. And tertiary structure means here tertiary structure of proteins. 1, 2, 3 tertiary structure of proteins. This is the intermolecular of hydrogen bond CO and NH. Here CO and NH. The tertiary structure. And if we add another one, it is having a quaternary structure of proteins. We will discuss the one by one later. Okay. Okay. Classification on the basis of structure. Previously we have discussed primary structure, secondary structure and tertiary and quaternary structure. Primary structure of proteins, the linear sequence of amino acid in polypeptide chain. Linear sequence means here R, CH, CO, NH2. Here another amino acid means here NH, CH, R1, CO, NH, CH, R2, CO, okay, another amino acid, CO, NH, CH, R3, okay, this is a linear chain of here one amino acid, another amino acid, another amino acid, n number of amino acid is a polymer chain, linear sequence of amino acid. Linear interelimination of water molecules, that is a peptide bond, this is a peptide bond, this is a peptide bond, n number of peptide bond, linear like structures, that is here there is a thread like structure. It is a one line, it is having a primary structure of proteins, one polypeptide. They are held to bicovalent bond, covalent bond, covalent bond, covalent bond. Listen carefully. Okay. Each polypeptide chain has N terminal and C terminal. Here carboxylic acid is a N terminal and here NH2 is a N terminal. C terminal, N terminal, C terminal, N terminal. It is having a nitrogen and carbon. Carboxylic acid amine, carboxylic acid and amine. That is a N term and C term and interelimination of water molecules, that is called as a primary structure of proteins. Coming to the secondary structure of proteins, this is very very important. Secondary structure of proteins, it is having a helicals, double helicals, and it is alpha helix and beta plated. This is a alpha helix means alpha helix, suppose I will take here alpha helix. This is a alpha helical structures. Okay. Here alpha helical structure means here the folded of peptide bond. When the folded of peptide bond, here the carbonyl compounds is there. Here also same peptide bond. Here NH2CHR CO, NH2CHR, here suppose here CH, CO, here NH is there, NH, CO and CHR, n number of polypeptide chain. Here N is there and hydrogen is there. Suppose here CO and here also CO and here NH. Here hydrogen bond, intermolecular hydrogen bond. This is not a covalent bond. This is not covalent bond. This is a covalent bond. Here hydrogen bond between the carbonyl compound and amine, NH group and amine group. It is a hydrogen bond, that is called as alpha helix. Alpha helix. Beta plated means, suppose I will write here beta plated or CH, okay, CO, NH, listen here, RCH, CONH is a, again here CH, R, again here CONH, again CH, R, CONH. This is a peptide bond. This is a peptide bond. Alternatively, another peptide is a plate-like structure. This is a plate. Suppose here reverse CH. Okay, CH is there. Next here NH, C double bond O. Listen here, C double bond O. Next here R, CH, R, NH, CO, again CH, R, okay, again here CO, here CH, NH, CO, again here CH, here also CH. Listen here, one like and another one, it will beta plated, intermolecular hydrogen bond, this is a hydrogen bond, hydrogen between the hydrogen and oxygen, here also hydrogen and oxygen, carbonyl compound and amine group, intermolecular hydrogen bond, that is a beta plate, this is a helical, alpha helical structures, this is a beta plate structures. This is the two types of secondary structure of proteins, hydrogen bond between the main chain of peptide bond, carbonyl and amine functional group. Here hydrogen bond between carbonyl and amine functional group. This is the secondary structure of proteins. Next one, tertiary structure of proteins. It is similar to the secondary structure, further folded. Special arrangement of secondary structure of protein, further folded, that is called as tertiary structure of proteins. If these proteins are also called globular proteins, tertiary structure of held together non-covalent bond. This is also non-covalent, here also non-covalent, and tertiary quaternary structure also non-covalent bond. Next, the quaternary structure of proteins means it is arrangement of multiple bonds. Again, if you add one more molecules of folded, that is the quaternary structure of proteins. Here the bonding is via non-covalent and hydrogen salt bridge. It is a dimer and trimer, means 2 subunit and 3 subunit form. This is the primary structures. See, the secondary structures means this is the primary structures, this is the secondary structures. Tertiary structures means we can write here tertiary structures. Further folded. Here also CONH, 1, 2, 3 tertiary structure of protein. Quaternary structure means again it is having a subunit, it is having a one more molecules folded is entered to here. Okay, these are all, it is having a classification of proteins on the basis of folded or structure of proteins, primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary structures. This is the important. Next we will go for denaturation of protein. Okay, last one, what is the denaturation of proteins? They will ask 2 more questions. Denaturation of proteins. If the denaturation of proteins, when physical, biological properties are changed, action of heat or adding of acid or base or any minerals, the proteins become coagulated. That is called as denaturation of proteins. Just to remember, you take examples of egg. The egg is containing is yolk and this is albumin. This albumin is a liquid. This albumin is liquid. Okay, albumin, this is a liquid. When the temperature is increases, what will happen is liquid is converted to solid. That is called as coagulation. Means proteins physical and biological properties are changed when action of heat. Okay, that is called as action of heat, the proteins become coagulated. Okay, that is called as denaturation of proteins. Listen carefully, physical and biological properties are changed. Physical means it is a solid, liquid is converted to solid, that is a physical change, and biological properties are also changed when the temperature is increases, action of heat. Physical and biological properties are changed when the action of heat or addition of acid or base or any salt, the proteins become coagulated, is called denaturation of proteins. Examples, it is having a coagulation of egg white and curdling of milk. Sometimes it is a curd, is milk is converted to curd. In summer season, is temperature is increases, means immediately the milk is converted to curd. If the temperature is decreases, means it will take the time, that is it is having a proteins is coagulated. Okay, or we can tell another definition, the coagulation of proteins by treating with suitable electrolyte like acid or alkali, salt solution, or by eating is called denaturation of proteins. This is very, very important. They will ask 2 marks question. Examples is the changing of pH and changing of temperature and adding of agent. Any one we can go for, it is a denaturation, coagulation of proteins. This is the examples of denaturation of proteins. Okay, this is they will ask the 2 marks questions. Okay, next we will go for what are vitamins and how they are classified. Next class we will discuss.